Okay, so this is a video that I just wanted to start making right now. Like, I'm sorry about the background noise, and I know this isn't like the best timing to record this video, best time to make this video. But yeah, basically I just finished Final Fantasy Rebirth yesterday, and obviously, like, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't played, to anyone who wants to play, and who don't want to find out about particularly the ending of Rebirth. And if you're like, somehow you're one of the few people who got recommended my video, then welcome, I guess. So, yeah, so this is something that I originally did want to do, a video after finishing Rebirth, but not under this circumstance. It's basically it for Rebirth, it basically ripped my fucking heart out. And I don't want to sound like overly dramatic, like over a game. Like, I know there are some people who are gonna say, "Oh, it's just you're overreacting over a fictional character, over a fictional world, over a game, basically." But to those who are like OG fans, or those who played the OG Final Fantasy VII, then and to those who are OG fans and played Remake and Rebirth, well, now Rebirth, it's really fucking, like I mentioned, ripped my heart out. And yeah, let's just get into this. I'm sorry about like the weird cam placement here, mainly because I'm actually gonna be showing you this from my stream yesterday, and yeah, I'm just trying to cover like my original face cam and then the comments from my stream. And of course, we just want to focus here and not too much like distracting stuff going on. But yeah, basically I finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yesterday on my stream. And to those who are wondering why you're just like finishing Rebirth just now, because I'm a PC gamer. And like, if you don't know, console exclusives at least release 1 year to PC from the original release on the console. So yeah, it was released on 2024, Rebirth, if you didn't know, and it was released on PC just early 2025, I believe February. And I just finished it yesterday again, and it, yeah, just ripped my fucking heart out. Especially to those who played again the OG FF7, and playing this, finishing Rebirth is when we got hit with a fucking flashbang when Aerith died here. And after Aerith dying here is basically what I felt after getting hit with a flashbang. Like, after Aerith died, everything was basically like a blur. And I'm just gonna show you guys. So this again from the stream. So, and this is basically Aerith praying in the Forgotten Temple or something. So basically, Earth is praying for holy, since Sephiroth is trying to summon meteor using the black materia. So basically here, Sephiroth is influencing Cloud, just like with the OG game, to stop Aerith or kill Aerith in this case. And I'm kind of confused, but I'm just trying to like convey to you my understanding of what's happening here. So basically, the whispers, as you're seeing, is stopping Cloud from getting to Aerith. And yeah, whereas, with the prompts here, and you can see Sephiroth is actually trying to descend as from the OG game, and of course stab Aerith. And I'm sorry if you're like gonna hear my voice here, since this is for my stream, but yeah, it's weird. I'm just gonna forward it a bit. Yeah, sorry if you're hearing my voice here. Yeah. So this fucking iconic scene. So here. Shit. Yeah, I was so fucking pumped and hype when, well, I think Cloud block Sephiroth sword, his attack on Aerith, basically. And there's a lot of things going on here, and um, so basically in this like I think like reality or timeline, like I feel like there's a lot of realities or timeline included here. So in this scene, I was so fucking hyped because Cloud blocked it, and moments after, so separate sword got well, as you saw, and oh, wait. And in this part, after Barrett and the others got into the temple, you can see like another POV, but this time separate sword with blood on it. And as you guessed it, Aerith actually got fucking stabbed here. And I feel like this is like the main timeline, because what I feel like is happening here is, as from what I understood and for the parts leading up to it, is that like different timelines or realities in this world, and Final Fantasy VII world is basically like converging, and at least with this exact moment, I feel like Cloud, like especially with how unstable his mind is, it's kind of like hallucinate. I think he has hallucinated, or yeah, the green headache things. So you basically like imagine that he was actually able to save Aerith, which you'll see in the ending that Aerith is basically dead in like the main timeline, or I'm not sure what to call that, but as you can see, the white materia falling out of her hair, and her like hairband unraveling. Yeah. And yeah. So see, so in this moment, you can see like the weird things with Cloud having flashbacks or visions. Yeah. Um.
Your tears are empty.
So like it's transitioning from two realities, like from Cloud, from what Cloud sees, from Cloud wants to see, I think. You can see the blood. As with the main timeline itself.
It's okay.
So this is what like Cloud sees, I believe, because he doesn't want the idea of actually Aerith dying, or rejects the idea of Aerith dying. Um, and when Tifa and the others, this is what they see basically, and yeah, and this is like what they see, like the blood, and um, like Cloud actually like trying to hold Aerith's hand up to his face, which Cloud is seeing as Aerith being alive, and her actually touching his face. So, um, by the way, I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be, and I don't want to like have too many jump cuts here, so I'm not gonna put like any fancy effects in this video, but
A confluence of worlds and emotions.
but I'm not gonna play like every single thing here. But yeah, this is basically what um, Cloud wants to see, I believe, or basically what he sees, what he knows is that Earth is still alive, and at least from my understanding, like um, I think Earth like when, because before this scene, um, actually I'm just gonna show it. So we stop at 402. So in this reality, at least, so to those who followed, basically if you know the game by now, um, Cloud, I mean, Aerith wakes Aerith in this reality where, or in this alternate world, I think, where Zack is alive and Zack saves, from the beginning of the game, Zack saves Aerith from the helicopter, from the Shinra helicopter. So I'm just gonna show it to you guys here. So yeah. And I think this is the Eret from Zack's reality or world where, yeah, he saved, Zack saved Eret. And I'm not sure, but
What the hell are you?
seems like for some reason like Eret's, I guess, presence from the different like worlds, realities, timelines, I'm not sure what to call it, is like communicating with themselves to, I don't like even know how to convey what I'm thinking. But hopefully you get what I mean though. Yeah, I did a lot of like stupid shit here. But basically, they're gonna spend some time here in this like alternate timeline or world. I'm just gonna say world, I guess. Um, so basically they date here. Cloud makes some choices like what gifts, what poses they're gonna do for pictures here. And yeah, in the end, Eret basically leads a Cloud to the church where, yeah, so yeah, this is that world. And I'm not entirely sure because it seems that this is the world where again, Zack is alive, obviously, and this is where he saves Eret from the chopper from Shinra.
You want a piece of me? No.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I think Sephiroth is trying his best to remove anything who stands his way by putting them in like alternate worlds. Or again, I'm not entirely sure how to explain this. I'm sorry if I sound like a fucking idiot, but yeah. So yeah, this is where Eret leads Cloud to here and gives Cloud the white materia. And and this is when I realized, like, as in love as I am with Tifa, like as the game progressed, I think I came to the realization that it's actually Eret who I really wanted, like from like relationship standpoints and shit, and like, and obviously the ending hits harder to those who actually chose Eret from the very beginning. And yeah, it's just really fucking hard. So yeah, that's the white materia that can summon holy. And
What is this?
this is where like Eret pushes Cloud back to his original world. Ay, gago. Yeah. Yeah, Sephiroth enters here. Um, which I feel like Eret lives in that timeline, even though Sephiroth enters the church because she doesn't have the white materia anymore. Yes, I think so. So I don't know, like it's really fucking confusing. Like so we stopped here earlier. So it basically face the Genova, what they call Genova life cleaner here, and we're just gonna skip the battle here. And so yeah, this is where after Zack just got pushed off by Sephiroth and to a different timeline, I think. And this is where actually I was so confused. I'm not showing my face here, but you can if you watch which you can watch the replay anyway of my stream. I look like shit here. Like in Tagalog, binagsakan ng langit at lupa. So yeah, this is where like he joins Cloud in his world or timeline. And yeah, I was saying like here, this would have been a great moment if I had known this was gonna happen. Like change into the Buster Sword so that both Zack and Cloud have both Buster Swords here. And yeah, oh my god, it's just a hype moment. I wasn't too hyped like after Eret's death and shit, because yeah, again, everything after Eret's death was basically a blur for me.
How's about we save the catching up for later?
So fucking hype pero wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, gets yun naman.
Follow my lead.
So yeah, basically, you get the duo of fucking Zack and Cloud here, which is so fucking badass. I actually want to show at least like the part where they have a synergy ability together. Yeah, soldier. What was that called?
Rage. My
Yeah, soldier's honor. Nah. Yeah, that's so fucking. I'm sorry about the quality of my stream. By the way, I'm not sure what's happening here. For some reason, I'm not sure if it's like with internet, with PLDT, but yeah.
unite, so too do they part.
Nah, so basically, it's the moment where Sephiroth sends Zack kind of back to his own world or timeline, and that's where like this Sephiroth reborn summons were in. Like I'm not sure like this is a manifestation of Sephiroth or I'm not sure how to explain it. Again, everything was just a blur after its death. I can't like stress that enough. So I was just like following things here, like how the game wants it. But basically after defeating this bitch. But yeah, this is where like all of them, like Cloud from I think Sephiroth's timeline when they were in like the Cosmo in space with Cloud. The original timeline with everyone fighting Sephiroth, also the Sephiroth reborn, and in a bit basically Zack will be facing this alone in his world in the church. So yeah, this is the part where Zack now is fighting Sephiroth reborn in his timeline or shit. And in a bit after, of course, everyone else faces the Sephiroth reborn. So yeah, it gets well fucking defeated, and now Sephiroth in his true form, um, yeah, gets joined by Aerith here, which I believe is the Aerith from the Zack's world. If I'm not mistaken, because well, basically the Aerith from like even though like the item like it kind of like tried to fool me or play with my emotions that so basically this is the staff that Aerith has equipped in my actual party in like the main world timeline, but yeah, there's no way that like, this is the Aerith from yeah, the original timeline. This is the Aerith that I think push Cloud off. Yeah, this is basically the multiverse of Final Fantasy madness. Or, I'm not even sure what to call it. But basically, both Aerith and Cloud face Sephiroth here. Of course, eventually, well, defeat him when or Sephiroth temporarily retreats here, and yeah, this is where basically Aerith returns Cloud to his original timeline or world. I'm just gonna say timeline or world because I feel like it's appropriate, and that's like Meteor. I'm not even sure, bro. Again, everything from just like Aerith's blur is just a Aerith's death is just a blur, and that's the weird thing. Like with Cloud, how Cloud sees this. So when Aerith and everyone else, I mean Tifa and everyone else approaches Aerith, she was on her side here, and yeah, this like Aerith slowly returning to the live stream. But when Cloud arrives here, Aerith is on her back now, as when Cloud left her when she was about to fight Sephiroth. Yeah, I'm gonna like go on a huge rant in a bit. I think we'll see. But yeah, there's no doubt. Like after this, like even though yeah, Aerith opens her eyes, she's basically returned to the live stream in the main world or timeline. That's how like sad everyone else is, and yeah, that's where like For some way, like Cloud is able to see or manifest
I'll see you
the
off.
live stream or whatever. Again, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to convey everything here from what how I understand it, and that fucking glitch though. So as you can see, yeah, Cloud is smiling at nothing because he thinks that,
Tifa.
or at least he sees Earth's manifestation there. Yeah, and that, this a part that I didn't really care for much, which is kind of like a preview to part 3 of this trilogy. Yeah, to those who didn't know, it's a trilogy. And yeah, here we are in Zack's world or timeline now where he survives. And
Can't unite again. But who's to say they can't unite again?
hopefully so. Like in part 3, they all get reunited. Like that would be. And that's the thing. I'm not sure if I need to show anything else here. So for some reason, like in Nibelheim, Sephiroth's like clones or the robe fuckers are like I don't even know what to call it. They're going somewhere. They're gathering and going somewhere. So and this basically the ending cutscene or movie.
You know, these are just a wee bit higher.
And this is how basically Cloud sees it. And like Aerith is here, but no one sees her because she's
Nice catch.
dead. And
So,
Cloud is just basically manifesting Aerith at this point. And yeah, no, it's just fucking unfair. Like the thing with this is, like this game, here's the thing. With this game and Rebirth and Remake, a lot of quotations as the story goes tells you about defying destiny, fate, especially with this scene. Basically, I'm just gonna let you guys like hear this hear this speech from Aerith.
We all have our regrets.
Yung
We've
parang
all
cold, ano na yun.
experienced pain. We all have our regrets. What we've done, what's been done to us, that's set in stone. The past is forever. But the future, even if it has been written, can be changed.
Yeah, that's basically my main premise, like my main thought process going into playing this first two games. Is that, yeah, it's my, I guess, misconception. I don't know how to explain it, but I so fucking wanted Aerith to live here. And especially with like her backstory and with everything she's been through. Like especially like in this area where basically all the characters except for Cloud faces their own like past and most basically like traumatic experiences. And like while if you watch Aerith's point of view, her past basically, it's not as like impactful as the others, but it just fucking stings. Like I'm not gonna show like every part of this, but yeah, that's my main premise here. My main thought process is, yeah, defying fate, fucking destiny. The future is not set in stone. I don't want to get like too emotional, but for me, Aerith deserves the world. With Remake, it left you wanting for more, and with Rebirth, it made you regret wanting for more. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys like the final scene here.
It's not fair.
Yeah, especially not just with her past, Well, actually, most of all, her past. Earth deserves the fucking world, bro. She deserves to live in this remake, in my opinion. Like, whatever other people may say that, oh, it's gonna ruin, like, the source material. It's gonna ruin the feelings that we had regarding Aerith dying. And I even, like, saw, like, from a video I
The
watched,
hell?
so you see, like, Cloud has the black materia. And Sephiroth has still
The
influence on him.
reunion.
Yeah, the reunion.
Yeah. One sec.
And Cloud basically, like, temporarily hides the black materia in the Buster Sword. And as I was saying, yeah, whatever, like, other people may
You have to
feel
promise not to look up.
about Aerith, or like, being respectful or faithful to the source material is, I mean, yeah, I don't. So basically, what Cloud is saying right now is like what Aerith gave to him, like ability she gave to him when she gave Cloud the white materia. So you can see like a ripple, kind of like No Way Home, or basically like the skies are ripping apart, like where worlds are meeting. I don't know. It looked kind of like it. Um, but yeah, it's
Don't look up.
Well, now I gotta look. What get to me?
It's not real. Just an illusion. Now let's go get Sephiroth. He's hiding up north.
North.
Trust me, he is. Soldier's intuition.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Better hope you're right.
And kind of like Tifa is like the most
We
broken.
trust you.
Like this game expands more on her relationship with Aerith, and
Just remember, we got everything riding on this. Be ready to carry.
I can handle it. You gonna be okay getting back?
And if I said I wasn't? Don't worry. It's like a second home.
I guess. But what if something happens?
Then I'll send up smoke.
Thanks. I'll keep an eye out.
I'll put everything I've got into my prayers. I'll stop the meteor. And I'll leave the rest to you. Good luck.
and I'm not sure like what's up with Aerith's hand. I'm not sure if it's like reddish or that's blood from earlier. Like I don't know, it seems like her hand is reddish. I'm not sure. Like I'm like
Aerith,
overthinking on
I
a lot
will
of things here.
stop
I think.
Sephiroth. Trust me.
You promise?
Promise.
Yeah, and like the song that Earth sang in chapter 12 of this, and they play it at the ending of this. Yeah, yeah, for me, and this just be me like being, I'm really fucking attached or something to this game, to the characters here, but they all fucking deserve happy endings, especially Aerith. And as I mentioned earlier in the somewhere along this video, is that Aerith deserves the world. I don't know. We'll see in, I don't know what they're gonna call part 3. Like I saw in a forum, like I was reading up, a few forums and Reddit threads earlier, and some of them are like saying it's gonna be reunite or return, which I feel like I don't want to get my hopes up too high, because in the beginning of playing a remake, I've always like had this like one thing, or I want Aerith to live in well, basically throughout this trilogy. Yeah, although there are hints of like Cloud having like flashbacks or visions of Aerith dying, and still in remake, if you guys weren't aware, I basically rejected it because a lot of what they're saying in remake and rebirth, like defying fate, as I mentioned earlier, is I held on to that idea. I held on to that their speech when they were at the temple or ancient temple. I don't even know, but yeah. Not gonna lie, like yesterday I was like way worse, because as you can see from the stream, like after the ending, I spent like the next over 1 hour just like fucking staring at my screen, like what the hell happened. Yeah, that's just my opinion. That's me. Aerith deserves to live. She deserves the world for me. Like it's like exaggerating. It's a game. It's a fictional character, but that's the thing with like the attachment that you get, and that's how you know you like enjoy. You love the game. You get attached, basically. And not gonna lie, I was so like fucked up. I was, again, I don't know how to explain how I was feeling yesterday, but I was so sad, like even depressed. Like I didn't want to go to work earlier, to be honest. I just like forced myself, even though, yeah. I mean, I need to work, like obviously. That's not something that I can just like, um. And I was like thinking in my head earlier, I should like file for a bereavement leave, like for mourning Eric's death. I know it's exaggerating, it's overacting, but I wish Eric lived. That's still my thing. Like obviously with them introducing like the whole multiverse, multi-world thing in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, we'll see. But for now, those are my thoughts. Yeah, at least for my prediction here, I feel like the part 3, and that's like the most saddest thing. Excuse me. Remake release in 2020, Rebirth release in 2024, and if that's gonna continue the path of every 4 years, then the third part, which hopefully is Return, Final Fantasy VII Return, comes out in 2028, which most likely for consoles gonna come out in fucking 2029. Which hopefully not. Hopefully they just release it at the same time. That would be the best, because I kinda don't want to like spend for a PS5, which again I think by then console PS5 should be really cheap unless they release the PS6, and the PS6 is like the part 3 of Final Fantasy Remake is just exclusive to the PS6. That'd be fucked up. Yeah, basically I wasn't myself earlier. I like binge watch a lot of the compilation of cutscenes, movies of Remake and Rebirth earlier when I was at work also, and it's fucking sad. It's depressing. Again, Aerith deserves the world, and she deserves to be happy and have a happy ending. That's my opinion. So in my playthrough, I picked Tifa, like as my one and only, or but yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, like I spent the entirety of playing Rebirth to be able to get the max relationship with Tifa, to want to be with Tifa. But as the game progressed, that's when I realized it's not really Tifa I want, it's Aerith. I don't know. Maybe because of the ending. Yeah, that's how I feel. So that's gonna do it for now. If ever that I forgot anything like what I wanted to say here, I guess I'll just leave it in the comments of this video. So yeah, peace out for now, and leave a like if you like this video. Consider subscribing if you like this. This is not my usual content, but we'll see what other content I can do here on the channel. Yeah, I'm just like fucking down, bro. Not sure how long I'm gonna be like this, but it's gonna be so hard to move on from the fact that well, basically Earth is dead from the like main world or timeline of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And yeah, I guess again, leave your thoughts in the comments, and yeah, I guess, yeah, stay safe, and peace out for now.